Hello, hello! I am out on the trails. I am doing an overnight backpacking trip. I'm actually doing a section of the Monadnock Sunapee Greenway Trail. In total, this is a longer trail. It's like 50 miles, and I've done it all twice, in 2020 with Kyle, and then 2021 alone. But I'm out here just for a little section. I came here after work, gonna do 3.9 miles to the shelter, and then in the morning do the 3.9 miles back to my car. So very simple trip. I didn't really feel like going up in the White Mountains, camping at elevation or anything. Tonight is gonna get below freezing, so I brought a lot of warm gear, and I'm excited to see how it all goes. So it's October 20th right now. You can see it's still kind of fall foliage season. It's really pretty. I wanted to come out here and do at least one more overnight trip before winter comes. I'm about to have to cross like a main road crossing, and I always feel so weird. Like it's 5 o'clock at night. I'm just by myself, have a backpack on, and I'm just gonna cross the road and walk into the woods, and people in cars are gonna see that, and that's always such a weird feeling for me. I'm gonna go quick. Hopefully no cars go by right now. Alright, this is the Splitor shelter. This is where I'm gonna camp tonight. I already dropped my pack over there. This is the same exact tent site I was when I hiked this trail in 2020. This is my little one-person Z-Packs tent. I've had the idea of maybe comparing this Plex Solo tent to my duplex, the two-person version, in a whole video, so let me know if you're interested in that. This tent, it's like the lightest tent on the market. It has surprised me with how roomy it is, because I've put off buying a one-person tent forever because I thought I would be too claustrophobic, but I'm really impressed by this. So I have my tent and everything inside set up for the night. This is a weird time of year to go camping by yourself because it gets dark at like 6:30, and I don't really leave my tent when it's dark, so it's gonna be an early night. I am happy I have service here, so I can just like watch some TV shows on my phone and kind of get me to sleep. But yeah, it's a lot easier when it gets dark later on. That way I don't feel trapped in my tent and I don't feel as scared. But yeah, hopefully it's a nice night. It seems like I'm the only one here, and it's a nice little area. I'm always a little nervous, but I feel good about this. So like I said, it's probably gonna get below freezing tonight, but I feel like I have a really warm sleep system. I brought this little device with me so I can find out the exact temperature throughout the whole night to see how low it gets. So I'll check that in the morning, and then in the morning I'll share exactly what I brought on this trip to keep me warm during the night and tell you how it worked. I'm doing something that I've never done on a backpacking trip before, and I think it should keep me very warm. So I'll see you guys in the morning. So it's funny being in southern New Hampshire compared to up in the White Mountains, because there's a lot of planes going up overhead. And recently I had got the app that tells you where planes are and like where they're coming from and where they're going. So I've been tracking planes. They seem to be like coming by every minute or so. So it's been fun. The plane just above me is Boston to Chicago, but I've also tracked Boston to Denver, Boston to San Francisco, and it's just been giving me some entertainment while I've been waiting for the sun to come up. So I checked the temperature data with my little Bluetooth thermometer, and it didn't get as cold as I thought it would last night. It got down to 37 degrees Fahrenheit, but sleeping I was so warm. At times maybe a little too warm, but I don't complain about that. It's better than being too cold. So I'll show you what I have going on right now. The door to the Z-Packs Plex Solo is absolutely tiny, so I'll work with what we have. So starting off, for my sleeping pad, I decided to take the Thermarest X Therm, which is the warmest sleeping pad with an R value of I think 6.9. So it's like a all-season pad, and that was really warm. This is the pillow that I had. It's the Nemo Philo Elite, I believe. This is my only regret. You can see my jewel. My only regret is it was so small, and I kind of wish I had something bigger, especially because I only hiked 4 miles to get to this campsite, so I definitely could have had gear that was a little more heavier, and by that I mean like a bigger pillow that is maybe only 2 ounces heavier. It would have been 100% worth it. All right, and next up is my quilts. So as you can see, I actually took 2 quilts with me. They're both from Enlightened Equipment. This purple one is more of like a sleeping bag. So I slept in this. It is a 10-degree bag, and I zipped it all the way up. It just rested right on top of my sleeping pad, as you can see. And then this blue one is I think a 50-degree quilt, so it's my summer bag. And this blue one is set up more like a traditional quilt where it's draped over my sleeping bag and connected underneath. So you can see this is the bottom of my sleeping pad, and I used the straps that came with the quilt to just kind of throw it over my sleeping bag that I was laying in. I have never been that warm sleeping in my tent before, which is a good thing. I sweat a little bit, but it worked out perfectly. And of course, over there are my down booties, which I will sleep with all the time, no matter winter, summer, whatever the temperature is. They're just comfortable to wear. This is the outfit that I wore sleeping last night. These are my new sleep pants that I got on my section hike of the AT in New Hampshire. They're the wool pants from -33, I believe. So comfortable. I slept in my alpaca hoodie with my puffy jacket on top of it. I probably could have gone without the puffy jacket. I feel like if I did that, I would have been the perfect temperature. Alright, so a big reason why I wanted to come out and do this overnight trip is because I wanted to test my gear and see how warm it could keep me, because I've always wanted to try winter camping and it makes me nervous. The first time I try it will definitely be in my backyard just in case. I want to play it safe, but that's why I wanted to see how warm that gear would take me and to what temperature. So that's why I love taking this with me, because I can like test out the gear at exact temperatures. So the fact that this gear keeps me hot, I don't even want to say warm, it kept me hot at 37. Maybe next time I come out and take that same exact system when it gets down to like 25, and then maybe when it gets down to 15, and I can change things. So I always think about gear, and I always just like want to see how well my gear can perform out on the trails. So I'm really happy with how that went. And my brother got me this for my birthday, and so thanks to him, this is like my new favorite piece of gear. If you do any type of like cold camping and you're always curious how cold it got while you were sleeping, the link is in the description, and I got it on Amazon. Or Tim got it on Amazon. I sent him the link. I am just about packed up and ready to do the 4 miles back to my car. And then at my car I have a scale, so I want to weigh my pack and give you guys the base weight of it. So I just thought of a point about bringing the 2 quilts out. So both quilts together weigh less than 3 pounds, which is still super lightweight. If you go to like REI and you search for 0-degree sleeping bags, they're probably going to be more than 3 pounds, or they're going to be like wicked expensive. So I just thought that was cool that I was able to take 2 bags out with me and not have to sacrifice having that much weight on my back. Right, hike is done. It's just before 10 o'clock in the morning. I just hiked the 4 miles, but now I want to weigh my pack. I took out my food and water so you can have an idea of what my actual base weight was for this trip without the consumables, I guess. So my base weight is 11 pounds, 2 ounces. So that's pretty good. I think that could get me down to, we'll say like 20 degrees. No, teens. It could get me down pretty low. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.